So we're always like, anyone can register as long as you've got a story to tell, but also a venue to tell it in. So the one requirement we have before you start the registration process is that you have that venue contract in place.
Once you've got that contract with your venue, the next step is making sure you have all the details for your registration. So that will be ticket prices, it will be the copy for your listing, it will be just, the venue information itself, what performing space you're in, what time is your slot, and then just more general details about the show and, the genre, for example, that it will be in the program. And again,
which sound like easy questions, but they can be quite tricky sometimes. We won't ever tell you what to do. So we won't be like, you should be in the comedy section, or things like people will say, what should my ticket price be? And we would never tell you. What we'd do is check with your venue. They're normally really good at, they know what works in their space, constantly referring people back to other versions of the program, so as they can check and kind of find what shows like theirs have sort of set their tickets at, because you kind of want to find that happy medium. Big tip that our colleague Katie always told me is don't find the show that's 5 years ahead of you. Find the show that's just 1 year ahead and figure out what they are doing. So don't be like, I'm going to be like this person who was selling out the Pleasance Grant. Be like, okay, I'm hitting this sort of amount. This company is around where we want to be, and try and find your space there. It's then really important to know whether you're going to be registering your show yourself as the artist, or whether your venue will be doing it on your behalf. So the information will all end up in the same place, but it might just have a different way of getting it there. So you might have a venue that has their own system, which then sends it through to us, or your venue may use our system, or you do it yourself. So it's a really important stage to just check in with your venue, figure out what the process for registration is, and that's the point where you'll pay your registration fee. So either to the person who's registering your show, or doing it through yourself through our system called Ed Fringeware. Ed Fringeware is basically our big old database that holds all the information about artists and shows. It's what links to create your listing, and it's where all that information sits and begins the journey towards the Fringe.